International Women's Day is important because it is a day when we celebrate the progress that women have made. And we've come a long way, but we have not arrived where we are trying to go to. So in one way, we celebrate progress, but on the other hand, we recommit ourselves, we rededicate, we expose what is still outstanding so that we can mobilize more people to work with us.
This year's theme is Equality for Women is Progress for All. What does that mean for you?
It means for me that we are changing the emphasis and the narrative. We are showing that there is a cost for humanity in not liberating and supporting women's emancipation, women's empowerment, and gender equity. All of humanity suffers because if, for instance, more girls were to finish secondary school, we would bring down significantly infant mortality. If more girls were to finish school and not be married earlier on in life as girls, we would have more girls who do not fall into poverty and give birth to children who themselves will create the next generation of poor people.
I wanted to know, did you think that there were any particular countries in Africa that are getting very positive results at the moment in terms of rights for women?
Well, the country that comes to mind immediately is Rwanda. One considers that that country, with everything it has gone through in the world, it is the country that has got the highest number of women parliamentarians, exceeding 60%.
Do you think there are any particular countries who perhaps need to do more or need more help to achieve better results?
Well, the fact that most of the least developed countries are in Africa, to begin with, says it all. And of course, because countries' economies were affected by the economic downturn, because some of the countries have been affected by conflicts, and therefore peace and security was compromised, those countries need greater support because in those situations, women suffer more. Women don't engage in wars. Women are not part of the armed conflicts. They are just victims.
For the Millennium Development Goals, quite a few of them dealt with issues to do with women. But of course, we're getting close to the MDG 2015 deadline now. Going beyond that, how important do you think it is to continue the work of women's rights?
There is no doubt in my mind that we've got significant unfinished business. Therefore, post-2015 has got to be about continuing what has not been achieved. We also have to deal with some of the challenges that are creating the biggest barrier to women's progress, starting with violence against women, which is very high.
Of course, you were the Deputy President of South Africa. At that time, you were the highest ranking woman in South African history. Do you think that South Africa could have a female president at any point in the future?
Why not? Why not? I think the people of South Africa are ready for that. I think the women of South Africa are very competent. So yes, I could see that happening in South Africa.